Chicago Cubs for game number 2 of the 3-game series. The Phillies lost last night for another shutout. Lane Tom was gonna pitch terrible yesterday, but today we got Jesus is on pitching for the Phillies today, and pitching for the Cubs today will be Ben Brown. Ben Brown. So let's see if we're gonna get a Eagles pitch start lineup. It's Bryson Stott, Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Castro, and Nick Castellanos, J.T. Meade, Vasquez, Adam Boone, and Johan Rose. That's your free start lineup. Oh, and guys, I'm winning. The Phillies come in game 13 during the season, and the Cubs come in game 17 and 10 the season. And I'm wearing the Phillies jersey. I'm wearing the Bryce Harper jersey on, and we're watching this game on Fox, y'all. We on national television today. So this one should go good, and we should not lose today. So just saying, we need to win. And the draft's still going on, so we usually still get my picks, so we're just letting y'all know that. And, stuff like that. So, other than that, let's see how this Phillies game is going to go. So, we have Bryson Stott coming to the bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 0 outs. Top of the first. Here we go. Ben Brown got a pitch there for you. Robinson, great point. Ronnie's catch goes to the balls 1-0. Ben Brown got another pitch there for you. Stock ready for you. Robinson, ready for the swinging range to strike 1-1. And Ben Brown got another pitch for you. Robinson, ready for it. Ronnie's catch goes to strike 2 to 1-2. And Ben Brown got another pitch for you. Robinson, Ronnie's catch goes to ball 2 to 2-2. And Ben Brown got another pitch there for you. Robinson, ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Bryson Stott is out. Bryson Stott, you overwhelmed your first strikeout. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we got Trey Turner next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly first on base. 1 out, top of the first. Here we go. Ben Brown got a pitch in there, but you try to get ready for it. He swinging that one as a foul was on 1. And Ben Brown got another pitch in there, but you try to get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 is 0-2. And Ben Brown got another pitch in there, but you try to get ready for it. Ronnie's catching good, that's strike 3, and Trey Turner's out. Trey Turner, you overwhelmed your first strikeout. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we got 3-time MVP Bryce Harper next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly Bears on base. 2 outs, top of the first. Here we go. Harper Nation. Harper Nation. And Ben Brown got a pitch for you. Bryce Great Brown. Bryce Harper asked for time on your own. Bryce Harper driving the bat by 6 more base moves. And Ben Brown got a pitch for you. Bryce Great Brown. Swing and a miss, and that strike 1 is on 1. And Ben Brown got another pitch. Ben Brown got another pitch for you. Bryce Great Brown. Ronnie's catch goes to balls 1-1. And Ben Brown got another pitch for you. Bryce Great Brown. Ronnie's catch goes to ball 2 to 2-1. And Ben Brown got another pitch for you. Bryce Great Brown. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 is a 2-2. And Ben Brown got another pitch for you. Bryce Great Brown. Ronnie's catch goes to ball 2 to 2-1. And Ben Brown got another pitch for you. Bryce Great Brown. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 is a 2-2. And Ben Brown got another pitch for you. Bryce Great Brown. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 is a 2-2. And Ben Brown got another pitch for you. Bryce Great Brown. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 is a 2-2. And Ben Brown got another pitch for you. Bryce Great Brown. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 is a 2-2. And Ben Brown got another pitch for you. Bryce Great Brown. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 is a 2-2. And Ben Brown got another pitch for you. Bryce Great Brown. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 is a 2-2. And Ben Brown got another pitch for you. Bryce Great Brown. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 is a 2-2. And Ben Brown got another pitch for you. Bryce Great Brown. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 is a 2-2. And Ben Brown got another pitch for you. Bryce Great Brown. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 is a 2-2. And Ben Brown got another pitch for you. Bryce Great Brown. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 is a 2-2. And Ben Brown got another pitch for you. Bryce Great Brown. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 is a 2-2. And Ben Brown got another pitch for you. Bryce Great Brown. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 is a 2-2. And Ben Brown got another pitch for you. Bryce Great Brown. And Van Brown got no biscuit for you, Vice Grayburn. Ronnie's catch goes the ball three, so 3-2 the full count. And then another pitch can be Vice Gary one. And that is ball 4. And Vice off is walked and will advance to first base for the Phillies. And this is Vice off his first walk of the game. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Cal Swarbrick. Next to bat for the Phillies, we got one feet back on first base, 2 outs, top of the first. Here we go. Vince Brown got a pitch coming up for you, Kyle. Great run. Riding catch is good. Strike one is on one. And Vince Brown got another pitch coming up for you, Kyle. Great run. Riding catch is good. The ball is 1-1. I know we took a quarterback. I'm like, we don't need a quarterback. Like how you having a quarterback? Come on. We don't need quarterback problems. We don't got no quarterback problems. We don't. And Vince Brown got another pitch coming up for you, Kyle. Great run. Hey, we don't need him to keep. We got Jalen Hurts. Alright, we got Jalen Hurts 10 key. That's like the best. Come on, we don't really need like. And Vince Brown got another pitch for you, Kyle. Great run. And Kyle Swarbrick grounds out to the second baseman Nico Horner, to the first baseman Justin Turner, and Kyle Swarbrick was out. And that. And Kyle Swarbrick was out. Kyle Swarbrick, you 0 for 1. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So we have a scoreless game, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the bottom of the first, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Cubs turn to bat. Let's see if the Cubs are going to turn to bat at the bottom of the first. And the 3 Cub players you at the bottom of the first with Ian Happ, Seiya Suzuki, and Kyle Tucker. Really? And here goes Chicago Cubs starting lineup. We have Ian Happ, Seiya Suzuki, Kyle Tucker, Justin Turner, Dancy Swanson, Nico Horner, Pete Clyde Armstrong, Miguel Amaya, and John Bertie. And that's Chicago Cubs starting lineup. So Jason D. The people watch the draft. Y'all watch the draft. The Phillies have the Eagles have a pick at pick 191. That's the next one we have. So coming out the bat for the Cubs, we have Ian Happ on the bat for the Cubs. No Cubs players on base. 0 outs. Bottom of the first. Here we go. Jesus Azario got a pitch coming up for Ian Gray for runner catch goes to balls on 0. Jesus Azario got another pitch coming up for Ian Gray for win. You swing at that one. That's a 5 balls, a 1-1. And the NFL draft, I watched the 2 nights that they had Thursday and Friday. I'm watching one today, so I'm just like, watching and not coming in because. And Jesus Luzardo got another pitch coming up for Ian Gray. Ron that catch goes to ball 2, the 2-1. And Jesus Luzardo got another pitch coming up for Ian Gray. Ron that catch goes to ball 3, it's a 3-1. Come on, Jesus, you're the best pitcher on the damn starting rotation. You 2-0. You ain't that Jesus is also got another pitch gonna be in Green Boy. You swing at that one, that's a 5-0, it's a 3-2, it's a full count. And Rob, you got your head in, put your head up. It's well, hope we get you. I mean, it's sad you injured, Christopher. Damn. And Jesus is also got another pitch coming up for you in Green Boy. And that is ball form. And Ian have his Walton will advance to first base for the Cubs. Way to go, Jesus Zotto. You walked your first bat of the game. It had to be Ian Have. Why? Oh, yeah. And so Lou Sanders got drafted by the Cleveland Browns, which finally got drafted for once. He had to fall to the 5th round and shit for that to happen. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Say Suzuki coming in next to bat for the Cubs. We got one Cub player on first base, 0 outs. Bottom of the first, here we go. Jesus Cesaro got a pitch in there with Suzuki great for him. And Say Suzuki flies out to the right fielder, Nick Cassiano. And Say Suzuki is out. So coming up next to bat for the Cubs, we have Kyle Tucker next to bat for the Cubs. We got one Cub player on first base, 1 out, bottom of the first, here we go. Jesus Cesaro got a pitch in there for Tucker great for him. Run that catch is good, and strike one is on 1. And Jesus is also got another pitch coming up, but he took it away from him. Run that catch is good, the ball's on 1. And Jesus is also got another pitch coming up, but he took it away from him. Run that catch is good, the strike 2 is a 1 and 2. And Jesus is also got another pitch coming up, but he took it away from him. Swing and a miss, and that strike 3. And Kyle Tucker's out. First strikeout for Jesus is out on 1K. Why you had to put a C in front of me with Star Wars? You had to put 1K. You had to put with a C there. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Justin Turner next to bat for the Cubs. We got one Cub player on first base, 2 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. Jesus is all got a pitch getting over Justin Greenwood. Swing and a miss, the strike 1 is on 1. And Jesus is all got another pitch getting over Justin Greenwood. You swing it down, it's a 5 balls on 2. Oh, you're turning to push that, but that's what you meant to do. Okay. And Jesus is all got another pitch coming up for Justin Greenwood. You swing it that one, that's another 5 balls still on 2. And Jesus is also doing a pitch over to his first baseman, Bryce Harper, to make sure Ian have to get off the first base bag. Pick it to number 1 at first base. And Jesus is also got another pitch coming up Justin Greenwood. Right now, catch goes the balls 1 and 2. I know, right? That's just good, y'all. So you better that's And Jesus is also got another pitch coming up Justin Greenwood. Right now, catch goes the ball 2 is a 2 and 2. Jesus is always throwing some heat, y'all. Jesus is always doing some heat into this afternoon game. Jesus is all got another pitch coming to play Justin Claiborne. Right now catches goes of all threes, a 3-2 is a full count. I mean that ball's in the dirt of all threes, a 3-2 is a full count. Yeah, but us drafting a quarterback is like, well, we don't need it. Good thing we didn't get so much Sanders. Thank God we didn't draft him because I would not want to do that. And Jesus is already got another pitch coming up by Justin Claiborne. And Justin Turner grinds out to the picture. Jesus is auto. One hand flips to the first base, one hand flips to the first baseman, right side, stepping the first base back in time. And Justin Turner is out. And that's 3 outs for the Cubs. So the Cubs scores game, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of the first, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the second inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies need to turn to bat at the top of the second. And the three Philly players, the red top seven, Nick Castellanos, J.T. Mino, and Max Kevin. Oh, we're 2 picks away from the Eagles pick, man. Pick 191. I'm not sure when that Zed on Star Wars. I can't even answer that if I wanted to for you right now. And then, of course, I had 2 picks, though. And of course, got another pick, and then we next. We up after them. Alright, so coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Nick Castellanos coming back for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 0 outs, top of the second. Here we go. Ben Run got a pitch coming up by Castellanos, Jordy Bowen. Runners catch goes, the ball's one. And Ben Run got another pitch coming to Castellanos, get ready for it. Swing it down, goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Nick Castellanos will miss the first base for the Phillies. Nick Castellanos got a hit. He's 1-for-1, y'all. And Nick Castellanos singles on the ground ball to the center field of Pete Crown Stone. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we got J.T. Music. Next to bat for the Phillies, we got one free player on first base, 0 outs, top of the second. Here we go. And Ben Brown got a pitch coming to J.T. Gray for a running catch goes balls 1-0. And Ben Brown got another pitch coming to J.T. Gray for him. Running catch goes to strike one is 1-1. And Ben Brown got another pitch coming to J.T. Gray for him. Running catch goes to ball 2 is a 2-1. And Ben Brown got another pitch coming to J.T. Gray for him. running catch go to strike two, the 2-2. No swing and a miss, and that's strike two, the 2-2. And Ben Brown got another pitch coming by JT Rayburn. The Eagles on the clock, y'all. Their pick is in. Swing and a miss, and that's strike three, and J.T. is out. J.T. you open one. Your first strikeout. And the Eagles select in the 2025 NFL Draft with the 191 pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. The Philadelphia Eagles, the 2000 Super Bowl champs, the Philadelphia Eagles select Miles Hinton, offensive tackle from Michigan. Hey, not bad right there. I mean, that's not bad if you think about it. So, okay, so coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we got Max Kepler next to bat for the Phillies. We got one big bat on first base, one out, top of the second. Here we go. Ben Brown got a pitch coming up on Max, get ready for one. He swings that one, goes right into the grass. And running catch, swing that one, catch, and running catch, strike one's on one. And Ben Brown gonna pitch for Max, get ready for one. He swings down, goes right. He hit that one, swing down, goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Max Kepler will advance to first base for the Bills. Max Cover got a hit. He's 1-for-1, y'all. And Max Cover singles on a line drive to the center fielder, Pete Carlson Armstrong. And Nick Castellanos on second base. So the Phillies have Max Cover on first base and Nick Castellanos on second base. So coming up next to bat the Phillies, we got Alec Bohm next to bat the Phillies. We got Pete Ferris on first base, second base. One out, top of second. Here we go. Van Ryan got a pitch coming over Alec Bohm. But running catch goes strike, one's on one. And Van Ryan got another pitch coming over you. Or you Alec ready for it. Running catch goes to balls, 1-1. Shots in one versus West Team in the four lights. And Ben Brown got another pitch coming for Alec ready for it. Running catch goes to ball two, the 2-1. And Ben Brown got another pitch coming for Alec ready for it. And Ben Brown got another pitch coming for Alec ready for it. Adabone, why would you grind into a double play? And Adabone grinds into a double play to the shortstop, Danzy Swanson, to the first baseman, Justin Turner. Max covers out at second base, and Adabone's out at first base. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So we still have a scores game, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the bottom of the second, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Cubs turn the bat. Let's see what the Cubs are going to turn the bat at the bottom of the second. And the 3 Cub players we've at the bottom of the second will be Danzy Swanson, Nico Horner, and Pete Armstrong. Adabone grinds that double play. Come on. Listen, it's strikeout situation, but they ain't a double play though. You guys, you finally have to do the video call because I was talking on the phone a little bit, and then she said, like, well, I'm gonna do a video call today, and then you want to do it next week as well too. It's like, yes, so we're gonna we have another video call next Saturday as well too. So at least the one next Saturday we get to really actually get to see each other. It was a little bit we did this one. But the next one, so I asked if you still want to do the video call next Saturday. She said, yes, you still want to do that one. So we have 2 video calls. We have the one today and the one next Saturday. So, and then we're going to do every other. So, just so that way we keep that going. So, when we have time for ourselves and stuff, the video calls are where we get to spend a little time with each other on video. And then, then the next weekend after that, we just have time for ourselves and then kind of like that. So that way we're not video calling each other like every Saturday because that would be annoying if we do that. Who wants to do that? It's gonna be in the smart like that. And I wanted to come Thursday because I'm gonna do what I'm doing a session with Destiny on Thursday. So, and then that week when she's gonna leave, so why not get the final week? The final, I'm session with Destiny since she's gonna leave, and after that, I won't even have a session with anybody because it's less like the Hannah wants to take over and do that, and so that way she can take over and do that if she wants to. So that way, It's still in there or not, depending on that kind of reason. She wants to do that for the time being. Take over because, so they can find somebody. And then they'll kind of. Okay. So coming up the bat for the Cubs, we have Dansby Swanson on the bat for the Cubs. No Cubs players on base. 0 outs. Bottom of the second. Here we go. Jesus is out. We got a pitch coming away. Dansby get ready for it. Ryan catch goes. Strike one on one. And Jesus is out. We got another pitch coming away. Dansby get ready for it. Ryan catch goes. Balls 1-1. And Jesus is out. We got another pitch coming away. Dansby get ready for it. Ryan catch goes. Strike two. Ryan catch goes. Strike two. It's a 1-2. Yeah, that one can't hit to save life. I know, right? And Jesus is also got another pitch coming every day to get away from it. And Dansby Swanson asked for a time on your own. And Dansby Swanson give up on the rev out 6 more base runs. And Jesus is also got another pitch coming up for you. Dansby get away from it. Right now, Kelsey goes to ball 2 to 2-2. And Jesus is also got another pitch coming up for you. Dansby get away from it. You swing at that one. That's a 5 ball to 2-2. And Jesus is also got another pitch coming up for you. Dansby get away from it. Right now, Kelsey goes to ball 3. It's a 3-2. It's a full count. And Jesus is all got another pitch gonna be dancing great woman. He's swinging that one. That's a 5 ball to 3-2. And Jesus is also got another pitch gonna be dancing great woman. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Dansby Swanson is out. Second strikeout for Jesus is all those 2 Ks. So coming next to bat for the Cubs, we have Nico Horner the next to bat for the Cubs. No Cubs players on base. 1 out, bottom of the second. Here we go. Jesus is always got a pitch coming in for you, Nico. Get ready for you. Swinging down on the 5 balls on 1. And Jesus is all got another pitch for you, Nico. Get ready for it. Nico Horner asked for a time on you. Nico Horner get 5 in the back, about 6 more base phone. And Jesus is always got another pitch coming in for you, Nico. Get ready for it. And Nico Horner grinds out to the second baseman, invites a start, through to the first baseman, invites over in time. And Nico Horner's out. So coming up next to bat for the Cubs, we have Pete Crow Armstrong next to bat for the Cubs. No Cubs players on base. 2 outs, bottom of the second. Here we go. Jesus is all got a pitch getting over Pete. Get ready for it. Right, swing and a miss. That strike was on 1. And Jesus is all got another pitch getting over Pete. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike 2 is on 2. And Jesus is all got another pitch getting over Pete. Get ready for it. And he's got another pitch going to Pete Rayburn. And Pete Armstrong flies out to the shortstop, Trey Turner. And Pete Armstrong is out. And that's 3 outs for the Cubs. So we still have a scores game, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the end of the second, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the third inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies' turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies need to turn to bat at the top of the third. And the 3 Philly players who bat top of the third: Johan Rojas, Bryson Stott, and Trey Turner. Johan Rojas in the stat line. Bryson Stott's over 1 to strikeout. And Trey Turner's over 1 to strikeout. Actually, it's not 3 strikeouts. Hold on, let me tell you that one. Yeah, it's only 2 strikeouts. Yeah, Jesus only got 2 strikeouts, not 3. It's only 2 strikeouts. It's only 2. You didn't get a third one yet. So you have to waste the third. It ain't 3 strikeouts yet. It's only 2 strikeouts. Yeah, he only got, yeah, it ain't 3. Yeah, it's 2, yeah. Jesus only got 2 strikeouts. He didn't get the third one yet. Let's start. Let me tell you when the next pick that the Eagles will have in the draft. Cause I know we got more picks in the draft. So let me tell you what the next pick we're gonna have in the draft. So let me go back. Let me go back. Let me tell you because I know we have more. So all right. So the next pick that the Eagles will have is we're gonna be number 31. But we got to pick up two. We got to pick 207. So when number 31, we pick 207. So the next pick we have is number 31, but pick 207 in the draft. So when we get to pick 207, that's when the next time the Eagles will pick again. So and then also we have pick number 30. And we also have number 30. We have number 33, but pick 209. So we got 2 more picks in the draft. 200 pick 207 and then pick 209. So you know, in the sixth round. So yeah, pick 207, pick 209. So that's gonna be one of those things where we have to get it together right there and just be like that's when the next time we have those 2 picks. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if we get those picks anyway. I'm not sure we're gonna get, but it'll be somebody good though. That's the other 2 picks right there. So we gotta see if we get anybody good there. We get anybody good there. Coming at the bat for the Phillies, we had Johan Rojas coming to bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 0 outs. Top of the third. Here we go. Van Ryan got a pitch coming for you. Rojas swinging the middle. Striking zone 1. Van Ryan got a pitch for you. Rojas and Johan Rojas. That's for time on Johan Rojas. You're having the bat by 6 more base one. And Van Ryan got a pitch coming for you. Rojas running catch goes. The ball 1-1. Van Ryan got a pitch for you. Rojas running catch goes. Strike 2 is 1-2. And Van Ryan got a pitch for you. Rojas running. He's swinging that was another 5 balls. Still 1-2. And Van Ryan got another pitch for you. Rojas get ready for swinging and miss, and that strike three. And Johan Rojas is out. Johan Rojas, you overwhelmed your first strikeout. we gotta just wait. That's number 31 and number 33. So yeah. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we got Bryson Stock next to the bat for the Phillies. No Philly bears on base. 1 out, top of the third. Here we go. Van Ryan got a pitch can never you Bryson waiting for running catch go strike 1-1. Van Ryan got a pitch for Bryson. Swinging that one, that's a foul to the zone 2. And Van Ryan got a pitch for Bryson waiting. Bryson start as for a timeout, yo. And Bryson start about in the bat by 6 more base runs. And Van Ryan got another pitch can never you Bryson ready for win. Running catch goes the balls 1-2. And Van Ryan got another pitch can never Bryson ready for win. He's swinging that one goes right into the grass. And that's a single, and Bryson Stott will advance to first base for the Phillies. And Bryson Stott got a hit. He's 1-2 young. And Bryson Stott singles on the ground ball to the center fielder, Pete Kyle Armstrong. If Kenny hit runs, we're going to be hitting singles. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Trey Turner. Next to bat for the Phillies, we got 1 big bat on first base, 1 out, top of the third. Here we go. Van Ryan got a pitch can every Trey, get ready for him. And Trey Turner grounds out to the third baseman, John Running, to do it to the first baseman, Justin Turner in time, and Trey Turner's out. The Bryson started man second base. Trey Tony, you over 2 with your first strikeout. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we had 3 times MVP Bryce Harper this about the Phillies. We got 1 free on second base, 2 outs, Tyler third. Here we go. Have a nation. Have a nation. And Van Burn got a pitch going to be Bryce. Get ready for it. Running catch goes to Balls Manu. And Van Burn got another pitch going to be Bryce. Get ready for it. Running catch goes to strike one is 1-1. That's true. You can't win the game with singles. You need to win the game with getting driving in runs and then get in it. I mean, the Phillies haven't hit a home run since like forever, so. And Van Rag and then the pitch gonna be Vice Great Boy. Ronnie Church goes strike 2 and 1-2. And Van Rag and then the pitch gonna be Vice Great Boy. And Vice Hopper asks for a timeout, you know, and Vice Hopper give up in the red about 6 more baseball. That's true, right? You can't win baseball in singles, but if you win it that way, hey. And Van Rag and then the pitch gonna be Vice Great Boy. Swing and a miss, and that strike 3, and Vice Hopper's out. Vice Hopper, you open one with your first strikeout. And you left Bryson Stott on second base. Damn, we always can never get somebody on base to advance the runner. Wow. Look at man stranded on base. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies, so we still have a score game, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the bottom of the third, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Cubs turn the bat. Let's see if the Cubs knew they turn the bat at the bottom of the third. And 3 Cubs players at the bottom of the third being Miguel Amaya, John Bertie, and Ian Ham. He said, I don't know what you mean by that. It's over, so I don't know what you mean by that. We're not even there yet. I don't know, we're not even 207 yet. We're one picks away from that. 207. It feels like you want to get 207 so bad. In the draft, but it's like, damn, we just away from all that. Alright, so coming to bat for the Cubs, we have Miguel Amaya coming to bat for the Cubs. No Cubs plays on base, 0 outs, 5 in the third. Here we go. And Haynes is all got a pitch coming from Miguel. Ronnie Cubs got strike number 1. And Haynes is all got no pitch. We got one swing and miss, strike 2 and 0-2. And Haynes is all got no pitch. We got swing and miss, and that's strike 3. And Miguel Amaya is out. Third strikeout for Jesus is out with 3 Ks. Now you can do it. Now you can say it right because it doesn't make sense now. Oops. There you go. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have John Riggs. He goes next to bat for the Cubs, and the Cubs players on base. But now, bottom of the third, here we go. Jesus is all got a pitch in there with John. Get ready for it. Ronnie Cubs go to strike one's on 1. Jesus is all got another pitch with John. Get ready for it. Ronnie Cubs goes to balls 1-1. And Jesus is all got another pitch in there with John. Get ready for it. Ronnie Cubs go to strike 2 is 1-2. And Jesus is all got another pitch coming over. Young, great moving. Around that catches goes the ball two, the 2-2. And Hayden's is all got another pitch coming over. Young, great moving. And Bernie runs out to second base and Vardy started due to the first base and Vardy stopping time. And John Bernie is out. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Ian Happ, the next to bat for the Cubs. No Cubs plays on base, 2 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. Jesus is all got a pitch can over Ian, get ready for it. Right now, catch goes, the ball's 1-0. And Haynes is all got another pitch can over Ian, get ready for it. Right now, catch goes, the ball 2, the 2-0. And Haynes is all got another pitch can over Ian, get ready for it. Right now, catch goes, the ball 3 is a 3-0. And Haynes is all got another pitch can over Ian, get ready for it. And that is ball 4. And Ian Happ is walked and will advance the first base for the Cubs. Where'd it go? Hayes, you walk your second bat of the game. Had to be Ian Happ again. You walk this guy the first time. Yep, you walk Ian Happ 2 times. The same guy. Hayes is why you walk Ian Happ 2 times? Are you serious? So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have yeah. Suzuki comes next to bat the Cubs. We got 1 Cub in first base, 2 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. Hey, this is all got a pitch for Suzuki ready for a running catch goes to balls 1-0. Hey, this is all got another pitch for you, Suzuki ready for one. So here's Suzuki grinds out to the second base and Bryson started to do it to the first base and Bryson in time. So here's Suzuki is out. And that's 3 outs for the Cubs. So we still score the game, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of the third, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the fourth inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see the Phillies name the turn the bat top of the fourth. And the 3 Philly players to bat top of the fourth will be Kyle Schwarber, Nick Castellanos, and J.T. Newton. Kyle Schwarber's over 1, Nick Castellanos over 1, and J.T. Newton's over 1 to strike down. How do you walk the same person 2 times, like the same exact person? Like that makes sense to me, because like you walking the same person, it's like, okay. See, oh, we ain't close to the Phillies. We ain't close to the Eagles pick yet. We got pick 200, yo. All right, so we getting there. We getting there, y'all. We getting there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 picks away to the Eagles. 207 picks. Star Wars 7 picks away. 7 picks away, and the Vikings got 2 picks. Yo, 201 and 202. Wow. I don't know who wants things that. I really don't. I can't even answer that for you if I wanted to. Alright, so coming up the bat for the Phillies, we had Kyle Schwarber going to bat for the Phillies, and the Phillies players on Rays. 0 outs, top of the board, here we go. Ben Brown got a pitch, going to Ray Kyle, go run. Rodney Cut goes strike 1, and Ben Brown got another pitch, going to Ray Kyle, go Rodney Cut goes to balls 1, and Ben Brown got another pitch, going to Ray Kyle, go run. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 is a 1-2. And then Brown another pitch going to Ray Kyle, go run. And Kyle Schwarber asked for a timeout, and Kyle Schwarber driving the bat out to the baseball. And Ben Brown got another pitch going to Ray Kyle, go run. And Kyle Schwarber got hit by a pitch and will advance to first base for the Phillies. Ben Brown, you are stupid as hell. You gonna hit our boy Kyle Schwarber with a pitch? Like, really though? Yeah. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we got Nick Castellanos. Coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we got one big player on first base, 0 outs, top of the board. Here we go. Ben Brown got a pitch going to Nick Castellanos, great win. You swing at that one, that's a 5-0-1. And Ben Brown got another pitch coming to Nick Castellanos, great win. You swing at that one, that's another 5-0. You swing that one, that's a 5-0-1-2. And Ben Brown got another pitch coming to Nick Castellanos, great win. You swing at that one, goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Nick Castellanos remains the first base for the Phillies. Nick Castellanos got another hit, yo. Nick Castellanos 2-for-2, yo. And Nick Castellanos singles on the line drive to the left fielder Ian Hamm, and Kyle Schwarber remains second base. So the Phillies have Nick Castellanos on first base and Kyle Schwarber on second base. Nick Castellanos starting to hit good, and what's guy's not using the screen. It was here he'd be happy for his boy. Nick Castellanos doing something probably busy today. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we got JT Mann. We go next to bat for the Phillies. We got 50 Bears on first base and second base. 0 outs, top of the board. Here we go. Ben Brown got a pitch going to JT great win. And Ben Brown do a pitch over to his shortstop to try to see if Kyle Schwarber get out the second base. Bad pick at 10-1 at second base. And Ben Brown got a pitch going to JT great win. Rodney Cut goes the balls 1-0. And Ben Brown got another pitch going to JT great win. You swing at that one, that's a 5-1-1. And Ben Brown got another pitch going to JT great win. You swing at that one, that's a 5-1-2. And Ben Brown got another pitch going to JT great win. Rodney Cut goes the ball 2-2. And Ben Brown got another pitch going to JT great win. Rodney Cut goes the ball 3-2 to full count. And this is set down. And Ben Brown got another pitch going to JT great win. He swings that one, goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And JT Mullen advanced to first base for the Phillies. JT Mullen got a hit. He's 1 for 2, y'all. And JT Mullen singles on a fly ball to the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. And Nick Castellanos at second base, and Kyle Schwarber advanced to third base. So the Phillies had JT Mullen on first base, Nick Castellanos on second base, and Kyle Schwarber on third base. Bases loaded for the Phillies. We 2 picks away from the Eagles pick, y'all. 2 picks away, Star Wars. You got the Bills, and then we next after them. Because the Commanders got to make their pick, and then it's the Bills after them, and then we're next. So once the Commanders nation their pick, the Bills are up after the Commanders, and then we're after the Bills. So, you know, they're 2-7. All right, so coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Max Kepler next to bat for the Phillies. Base over the Phillies, 0 outs, top of the board. Here we go. Van Bron got a pitch, going to Max going. He's swinging that one. That's the 5-1. Max Kepler, get Kyle Schwarber home, so we can at least score our first run, so we can feel like this team is actually waking up and playing baseball. Because yesterday y'all couldn't do shit. And Van Bron got another pitch, going to Max going. Ronnie's catch goes, that's balls 1-1. And Van Bron got another pitch, going to Max going. Yes, yes, that drop, that drop, that drop, yeah, that drop, hey, that drop, ooh, that drop. Can I say it? Can I sing? Ooh, can I sing? And I dropped into the grass. And that's a single. And that's Kelly ran second ran the first base for the band. And Max Kelly got another hit. He's 2 for 2, y'all. And Max Kelly singles on a fly ball to the left fielder Ian Hamm. And JT Miller ran second base and Nick Castellanos ran third base. So the Phillies have Max Kelly on first base, JT Miller on third base, and Nick Castellanos and JT Miller on second base and Nick Castellanos on third base. And the Phillies scored a run, so it's good. The Phillies have 1 run, the Cubs have 0 run, and the Phillies get their first run score in the top of the fourth thanks to Castro, and that was 1-0 Phillies. And we said we just gotta win. Can we make life feel like we're doing something? Oh, wait. So coming up next to bat the Phillies, we got Alabama next to bat the Phillies. Base over for the Phillies, 0 outs, top of the fourth. Here we go. Ben Burn got a pitch to running cuts goes strike 1-1. Ben Burn got a pitch to running cuts goes to ball 1-1. Ben Burn got a pitch to running cuts goes to ball 2-2-1. Ben Burn got a pitch to running cuts goes to ball 3-3-1. And Ben Burn got another pitch for you give a woman. He's swinging that goes right into the grass. Right into the grass, and that's a single. And right into the grass, and that's a single. And Alabama will advance to first base for the Bills. Alabama got a hint. Alabama got a hint. Alabama got a hit. He's 1 for 2, y'all. And Alabama singles on the ground ball to the right fielder Ian Hamm. So then the Phillies got Alabama on first base, Max Kepler on second base, and JT Miller on third base. But the Phillies score another run. So it scores the Phillies have 2 runs. The Cubs have 0 runs. The Phillies get the second run score on the top of the fourth thanks to Nick Castellanos. That was 2-0 Phillies. So coming up next to bat the Phillies, we got JT Means next to bat the Phillies. And coming next to bat the Phillies, we got Johan Rojas next to bat the Phillies. Base over the Phillies. 0 outs, top of the ball, and here we go. Van Ryn got a pitch, and then Rojas running, swinging at the 5 balls on 1. And Van Ryn got a pitch, Rojas running, catch goes, the ball was 1. And Van Ryn got another pitch, Rojas swinging at the 5 balls on 2. Star Wars, the Eagles pick is in. And Van Ryn got another pitch, Rojas, get ready for it. And Johan Rojas asked for a timeout. Johan Rojas give up in the bat about 6 more baseballs. And Van Ryn got another pitch, going to be Rojas, get ready for it. He's swinging that one, that's a 5 ball. He's swinging that one's in that. Swinging that's a 5 balls, a 1 and 2. And swinging that's another 5 balls, still 1 and 2. And guess what, Star Wars? And with the 2025 and with the 207 pick, with the 207 pick and the 2025 NFL draft, your two-time Super Bowl champ, the Philadelphia Eagles select Cameron Williams, offensive tackle from Texans. We got another for the O line offensive tackle. Hello. We got the Cameron Williams. That's the best thing you could get right there, Star Wars. Hello. I mean, I ain't mad about that. I ain't mad about them. And then back in the victory roles, and Young is out with a sacrifice fly to the right fielder, Kyle Tugman. And Max Kevin advances to third base. So the Phillies have Alabama on first base and Max Kevin on third base. And the Phillies score another run. So the score is the Phillies have 3 runs, the Cubs have 0 runs. And the Phillies get the third run score on the top of the board thanks to JT Means. And what was your one? So it's 3-0, yo. And then we got one more pick. So the Cam Williams one is I like that pick. I ain't hating on that one. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we got Bryce Stock next to bat for the Phillies. We got Philly Bears on first base and first base and third base. 1 out, top of the board. Here we go. Ben Run got a pitch in there where you Vargas saying Rodney Scott goes to balls 1-0. Ben Run and then pitch Vargas and Rodney swinging the minutes to strike 1 is 1-1. Ben Run and then pitch Vargas and Rodney swinging that was a foul to 1-2. And Ben Run and then pitch Vargas and Rodney Ruin. And when Bryce Stock asked for a timeout, you're on Bryce Stock if I've been about 6 more baseballs. And Ben Run got another pitch coming up for you Vargas and Rodney Ruin. And Ben Run got another pitch coming up for you Vargas and Rodney Ruin. And you swing that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Weisenstadt remains the first base for the Phillies. And Weisenstadt got another hit. Weisenstadt's 2 for 3 on. And Weisenstadt singles on the ground ball to the left fielder Ian Hay. So the Phillies have Alabama win second base. So the Phillies will have Weisenstadt on first base and Alabama on second base. And the Phillies score another run. So the Phillies have 4 runs. The Cubs have 0 runs, and the Phillies get the 4 runs score on the top of the form thanks to Max Kevin. That was 4-0 Phillies. Alright, guys, the Eagles got another pick, y'all. Pick 209. What the Eagles gonna get this time, yo? Yeah, remember it, yo. The Eagles pick is in, y'all. Pick 209. Let's see if we're gonna get. So coming up next to bat the Phillies, we got Trey Turner next to bat the Phillies. We got Philly Bears on first base and second base. One out, top of the fourth, here we go. Ben Ryan got a pitch count for you. Trey Green with Trey Turner, 5 sharp weeks in the center fielder. Pete Crown Armstrong, and then Trey Turner is out. Trey Turner, you're over 3 with your first strikeout. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we got 3-time MVP Bryce Harper next to bat for the Phillies. We got Philly Bears on first base, second base, 2 outs, top of the fourth, here we go. Harper Nation, Harper Nation. And Ben Ryan got a pitch count for Bryce Grapevine. He's swinging out and goes right into the grass, and that's and swinging and running grass. And Bryce Harper, one around first, stop a second. Bryce Harper got a double, yo. And Bryce Harper got a hit. He's 1 for 2, yo. And Bryce Harper, this is Bryce Harper's fifth double. This is Bryce Harper's fifth double on the sharp line drive to the center field, Pete Crown Armstrong. And Armstrong. And the Phillies score another run. So the score is the Phillies have 6 runs, the Cubs have 0 runs, and the Phillies will get a 2-run score in the top of the fourth thanks to Alabama. Thanks to Alabama and Bryson Stott. Now it's 6-0 Phillies. Haters, that was six picking fans. Every time the Phillies want to play good, but they want to play good for goddamn freaking Jesus are. That's the thing. Because they don't know, they be like, they don't know how to play baseball. But when it comes to Jesus are, they know how to play baseball or something. All right, Star Wars. Here's what I forgot to say the pick for the Eagles. Hold on, let me wind it back. Let me wind it back. Let me pause it. So, Star Wars. Here's what the Phillies got. Here's what the Eagles got with your 209, with your 209 pick and the 2025 NFL draft. Your 2-time Super Bowl champs, the Philadelphia Eagles select Antoine Paulie Ryland, an edge from Virginia Tech. I'll take that one. That's not a bad pick at all. I mean, and Will Ford was even good too. So, I mean, I'll take them. I mean, those ain't bad picks at all. So, I was just saying if the Eagles got any more picks there. So, just remember you. The fact that we had these 6 runs, that tell you a whole lot of things. So pitching change for the Met, for pitching change for the Cubs. So Ben Ryan's done pitching today, come to pitch for the Mets. We drew points in. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we got Kyle Swigger next to bat for the Phillies. We got one big batter on second base, 2 outs, top of the fourth, here we go. Drew got a pitch count for Chicago, wait for a running catch goes to strike one's on one. And Drew got another pitch for Chicago, wait for a running catch goes to balls 1-1. And Drew got another pitch count for Chicago, wait for one. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two and 1-2. And you got another pitch coming where you go. Go wait for it. And Castro pops out to the third baseman, John Rooney, in foul territory. And Castro was out. Castro, when you 0 for 2, your first strikeout. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So it's good. The Phillies have 6 runs. The Cubs have 0 runs. We went on to the bottom of the board, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Cubs turn the red. Let's see the Cubs and they turn the red at the bottom of the board. And now it's 6-0 Phillies. And the three Cub players you read at the bottom of the board be Kyle Tucker, Justin Turner, and Dansby Swanson. Six runs in the top of the board, man. Yeah, Hayes dog 6 runs of one. At least I was this game is better than yesterday. It's better than last night game. At least it's better than that one. I was going to check to see if the Eagles had home picks in the next round. So let's just check so just to make sure. We're just gonna check just to make sure we ain't got no picks in the second round. But I'm looking good. So we're just gonna check to make sure. Gotta check to make sure because you never know. So come at the bat for the Cubs. We had Kyle Tucker come to bat for the Cubs, and the Cubs players on base. 0 outs, bottom of the board. Here we go. Hayes is all got a pitch coming in for you. Tucker get ready for running because go strike number one. And Hayes all got another pitch for you. Tucker get ready for it. Running because go to strike two, 0-2. And he's organized between Kentucky for running catch goes the balls 1-2. And he's organized between Kentucky for running catch goes the ball 2-2. And he's organized between Kentucky for him. You swing that one, that's a 5 ball to 2-2. running catch goes strike three. The Cubs took it down. Fourth strike for Hayes off 4 Ks. Coming next to bat for the Cubs, we have Justin Turner against the bat for the Cubs. No Cubs plays on base. 1 out. Bottom of the board, here we go. Hayes daughter got a base coming to be Justin Greenwood. Running catch goes strike number one. Hayes daughter and the pitch Justin. Running catch goes to strike. Running catch goes. The ball's 1-1. Yep, the Eagles are done, so we got no picks. That's all I picked, so we're done for today. And Justin Turner grounds out to the shortstop Trey Turner to the first baseman right up in time. And Justin Turner's out coming next to bat the Cubs. We have Danny Stone next to bat the Cubs. And the Cubs plays on base. 2 outs. 2 outs. Bottom of the board. Here we go. And Jesus is auto got pitch coming in for you. Danny Ray swing at the ball on one. And Haynes only got the pitch for Danny Ray going. And Danny Swansea grounds out to the shortstop Trey Turner to the first baseman right up in time. And Danny Swansea's out. And that's 3 outs for the Cubs. So score the Phillies have 6 runs, the Cubs have 0 runs. That's the end of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the fifth inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn to bat. Let's see the Phillies new. They turn to bat at the top of the frame. And it's still 6-0 Phillies. And the three Philly players to bat top of the frame. Nick Castellanos, JT Miller, Rascom. Nick Castellanos 2-2 with a run. JT Miller is 1-2 with a strikeout and a run. And Rascom is 2-2 with an RBI and a run. Now we can focus on the Phillies game now. Star Wars and the Eagles have no more picks. Now we're going to draft now. Now that we can focus on the Phillies game now, the Phillies are playing good today, which we finally can say that the Phillies are actually playing good today. They're actually playing good today, which is kind of like a shock to the fact that you never think the Phillies would be in 6 runs in this game. You'd be like, what the heck? And you're just like, what? That just happened. The Phillies woke up today and played some goddamn baseball for once, because last night they couldn't do nothing. Couldn't hit. Today they're not swinging at stupid pitches. They're just, they're not doing none of that stuff. So, it feels good. They're not doing that kind of stuff, so we don't have to worry too much. Like, they're swinging at junk. Yeah, we got 13 picks next year. You right about that one. And next year's Jazz gonna be in Pittsburgh, so you figure, home the Pittsburgh Steelers, so that's gonna be a thing. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Nick Castellanos gonna bat for the Phillies. No Philly bats on base. 0 outs, top of the fifth. Here we go. Drew got a pitch coming over Castellanos, ready for you swing it out when the foul was on one. And Drew got another pitch coming over Castellanos, ready for it. Running catch goes the balls on the one. And Drew got another pitch coming over Castellanos, ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike two is 1-2. And Drew got another pitch for Castellanos, ready for it. And Nick Castellanos asked for a timeout, y'all. And Nick Castellanos drive in the 5 outs, 6 more base runs. And Drew got another pitch coming over Castellanos, ready for it. Running catch goes the ball 2-2. Yeah, so now the Eagles got all the players they needed, so now we just got to focus on the rookies going to minicamp and all that stuff and doing that thing and meeting the team, for the coaches and everybody, the players and all this stuff and everything. So we good. And June got another pitch swing. Castellanos going moving. Riley Castellanos of all three to 3-2 the book count. And then June got another pitch for Castellanos going moving. And Nick Castellanos flies out to the center field and Pete Calvin Armstrong and Nick Castellanos out. Nick Castellanos, he 2 for 3. And coming up next to bat the Phillies, we got J.T. Reed going next to bat the Phillies. No Philly Bears on base. 1 out, top of the fifth. Here we go. Drew got a pitch going away. J.T. get ready for it. Ronnie's catch goes. The ball's 1 out. And Drew got another pitch going away. J.T. get ready for it. And J.T. Reed flies out to the second baseman, Nico Horner. And J.T. Reed is out. J.T. Reed, you 1 for 3. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have. So coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have Matt Skipper next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly Bears on base. 2 outs, top of the 6th. Here we go. And Drew got a pitch and everybody Matt's great going. And Matt Skipper asked for a time on your own. Matt Skipper give up in the red about 6 more base runs. And Drew got a pitch coming for you, Matt's great going. You swing that one into 5 balls on 1. Am I sad that Cody Clemens got traded to the Minnesota Twins? Actually, am I sad that he's not with the Phillies no more? I would say no. I'm not. I'm not sad about it. Cody Clemens can't hit anyway. So, and June got another pitch couldn't avoid Vasquez one. And Vasquez flies out to left field in hand. And Vasquez is out. Vasquez made 2 for 3. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So it's going. The Phillies have 6 runs. The Cubs have 0 runs. And that's the end of, and moving on to the bottom of the fifth, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Cubs turning back. Let's see the Cubs new turning back at the bottom of the fifth. And the 3 Cubs ladies at the bottom of the fifth will be Nico Horner, B. Kyle Armstrong, and Miguel Almeida. Here we go, guys. So coming up the bat for the Mets, coming to bat for the Cubs, we have Nico Horner coming to bat for the Cubs, and the Cubs players on base, 0 outs, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. Jesus is always got a pitch coming for you, Nico. Get ready for you. Swing down to the 5 balls on 1. And Jesus is always got a pitch for you, Nico. Get ready for Nico Horner. Ask for a time on your own. Nico Horner get right in the bat box, 6 more base runs. And Jesus is always got another pitch coming for you, Nico. Get ready for it. You swing it down when that's a 5 zone 2. And Jesus is all got another pitch coming up with Nico Gilly. And Nico Hunter flies out to the right field, and Nick Castellanos and Nico Hunter's out. They're doing the cup stacking thing they do at that field. And when they did that, they made it all the way. They made that cup thing so long that got security got hold of that and just took it away because it's like So coming up next, the bat for the I'm waiting to get there. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have P. Kyle Armstrong next to the bat for the Cubs, and the Cubs players on base. 1 out, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. Jesus is all got a pitch connect with Pete Rayborn. Swinging the miss, that's strike 1 zone 1. And Jesus is all got another pitch connect with Pete Rayborn. Runner catches go to strike 2 zone 2. And Jesus is all got another pitch connect with Pete Rayborn. And Pete Armstrong pounds out to the shortstop Trey Turner. And Pete Armstrong is out. He's done the heavens that they do. We ain't going late rounds because, So coming up next to bat for the Cubs, we have Miguel Amaya. Coming next to bat for the Cubs, and the Cubs players on base, 2 outs. Top bottom of the fifth. Here we go. Jesus is all got a pitch and you Miguel Gray for it. Ronald Cuts goes, the balls 1-0. And Jesus is all got another pitch and you Miguel Gray for you swinging that one as the 5 balls 1-1. Yeah, swinging the miss, and that's strike 1-1. Jesus is all got another pitch for you Miguel Gray for it. And Miguel Amelia extra time on Young, and Miguel Amelia was back up to my baseball. And Jesus is all got another pitch connect with Miguel Gray for it. And have it. Yeah, Zotto is good though. So Jesus is a better pitcher than Aaron Nolan. That's the same thing. And Miguel Mayer reaches on the fin air by the shortstop Trey Turner. Trey Turner, you got an error? Come on, Trey. So coming next to bat for the Cubs. We have John Murphy. Next to bat for the Cubs, we got 1 cup on first base, 2 outs, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. Jesus is all got a pitch for you, John Gray Bowen. Ronald Cuts goes balls 1-0. Jesus is all got another pitch for you, John Gray Bowen. You swing it that one, goes right into the grass. And that's a single. And John Murphy will race to first base for the Cubs. And John Murphy singles on a long drive to the left field of Max Cameron. And Miguel May will race second base. So the Cubs had John Murphy on first base and Miguel May on second base. Now this one was a hit. Like, come on, Max Cameron. So coming up next to bat for the Cubs, we have Ian Happ. Next to bat for the Cubs, we got Cubs players on first base, second base, 2 outs, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. Jesus is all got a pitch coming up with Ian Gray for running because it goes to balls 1-0. And Jesus is all got another pitch for Ian Gray for running because it goes to ball 2-0. And now we got a mound visit, y'all. We got JT Moon, our catcher, coming up the mound to talk to Jesus all. And you know what's funny is, Aaron Nolan's pitching tomorrow, y'all. So we're going to see the worst pitcher pitching tomorrow. Oh my God. That's just, yeah. And Jesus is all got another pitch coming over here. Great boy. Swing and a miss, and that strike 1 is a 2-1. And swing and a miss, and that strike 1 is a 2-1. And Jesus is all got another pitch coming over here. Great boy. Swing and a miss, and that strike 2 is a 2-2. Why can the worst pitcher pitch today, and then the good pitcher is all the pitch the power? Yeah. And Jesus is all got another pitch going to be in great point. Right now, catch goes to all threes, a 3-2 to put game. The Phillies ain't gonna hit good. The Phillies ain't gonna give the Philly offense ain't gonna give everyone no runs for the wrong. It's gonna be winning the league, cause you know why they can't pitch. And he's all got another pitch gonna be in great point. Right now, catch goes to all 3-2 for game. He's all got another pitch be in great point. And he didn't have extra time on you. He had to back in the back about 6 base rules. And Hayes is all got another pitch gonna be in great point. You swing it down when that's a foul ball to 3-2. And Jesus is all got another pitch going to be in great point. You swing it down when that's another foul ball, still 3-2. Every time I hear the Ian, I always think of that character from Doctor Who, from the class, from the first Doctor Who, from the first Doctor Who, when the first Doctor, yeah, you know. And he uses all got another pitch going to be in great point, and that is ball form. And he didn't have his ball thing advance to first base for the Cubs. Because he didn't have him first base, and John Rennie on second base, and Miguel Meyer on third base, base over the Cubs. Hey, Mr. Zottom, you walk your third bat of the game and you have to be in half. You walk the same guy 3 times. 3 times you walk in half. What the hell, Jesus? Jesus, why you gonna say God 3 times? Like seriously? You don't want Suzuki to hit a grand slam. You don't want that happening, cause now bases loaded for them. Second the first pitch goes coming around to talk to Jesus all again. But yeah, you want the same person 3 times. Is that a possible thing? You want the same person 3 times? Cause that's a thing right here, then. So coming up next to bat for the Cubs, we have Saying Suzuki come next to bat for the Cubs, basically for the Cubs, 2 hours, top bottom of the fifth, here we go. Jesus is all got a pitch coming with Suzuki waiting for a runner, catch goes the balls 1-0. And Jesus is all got another pitch coming with Suzuki waiting for him. Runner, catch goes the ball 2-2 And Jesus is all got another pitch coming for you, Suzuki waiting for him. Swing and a miss, and that strike 1 is a 2-1. And Jesus is all got another pitch coming with Suzuki waiting for him. That ball's in the dirt, and that's a ball 3, it's a 3-1. And the base is all for the Cubs. It's all for the Cubs. And he's all got another pitch for you, Suzuki waypoint. And Suzuki has for Tommy on says Suzuki having the bat about 6 more baseball. And Haynes is all got another pitch coming with Suzuki waypoint. You swing at that one, that's a 5 balls, a 3-2 to put him. And Haynes all got another pitch for you, Suzuki waypoint. You swing at that one, that's another 5 balls, still 3-2. And all got another pitch coming for you, Suzuki waypoint. The swing of that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And so here's Suzuki will miss the first base for the Cubs. When you say Star Wars, get out of this mess. That thing just happened, right? And that's a single. So Aaron Suzuki will advance to first base for the Cubs. Aaron Suzuki singles on a line drive to left field of mascot moon. And Ian Heaven went second base. So the Cubs have Aaron Suzuki on first base and Ian Heaven on second base. But the Cubs score runs. Who scored? The Phillies have 6 runs. The Cubs have 2 runs. And the Cubs will get a 2-run score in the bottom of the fifth. Thanks to Miguel Meyer and John Burney. Now the Cubs got on the board. Great. And I want to say something. Hey, this is all of what the hell? So coming next to bat for the Cubs, we have Kyle Tucker coming next to bat for the Cubs. We got a couple players on first base and second base. 2 outs. Bottom of the fifth. Here we go. Jesus is all I got a pitch coming there, boy. Tucker, boy. Swinging down with the 5 was on 1. And Jesus is all got another pitch for Tucker, boy. And Kyle Tucker flies out to the center field of Yohan was, and Kyle Tucker's out. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. That's 3 outs for the Cubs. So the score is the Phillies have 6 runs, the Cubs have 2 runs. And that's the end of the fifth, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the sixth inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do to turn the bat at the top of the sixth. And the three Philly Phillies to the bat at the top of the sixth will be Alabama, Johan Moss, and Bryce Stott. Alabama is 1 for 2, RBI to run. Johan Moss is over 1 with a strikeout and the RBI. And Bryce Stott is 2 for 3 with a strikeout, the RBI to run. Well, you want to Jesus all to get out that mess, Star Wars, it went right back in there. Like, how do we go when we have a 6-0 shutout, 6-0, lead, shutout, right? It's about to be one of them games, and then the coaches get right back in there, score some goddamn runs, and they got 2 of them on a base load situation. And they just went 2 runs. Like, you just let the kid driving 2 runs. Like, what are we doing? And how we just let that happen? Like, you say it ain't so, but then it's like, mm-hmm. So pinch change for the Cubs. So do when the runners is done pitching, they come to pitch for them because we eat them robbers. So come up the bat for the Phillies. We have Alabama going to bat for the Phillies. No Philly versus no base. 0 outs. Top of the sixth. Here we go. Ethan Roberts got a pitch in the way. Alec away for the running catch goes to Baltimore. And Ethan Roberts got another pitch. Ethan Roberts got another pitch coming for you. Alec ready for it. Running catch goes to strike one is 1-1. And Ethan Roberts got another pitch coming for Alec ready for it. And Adabone flies out to the right fielder, Cal Tucker, and Adabone is out. Adabone, you 1 for 3. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Johan Mullins coming next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly first on base. 1 out, top of the sixth. Here we go. And Ethan Roberts got another pitch coming. Got a pitch coming for your Rojas Gray Bruin. Riley catch goes to Rose 1-0. And Ethan Roberts got another pitch coming for your Rojas Gray Bruin. Riley catch goes to Rose 2-0. And, and Ethan Roberts got another pitch coming for your Rojas Gray Bruin. Right, Riley catch goes to Rose 3-0. And Ethan Roberts got another pitch coming for Rojas Gray Bruin. And that is ball form. And Johan Rose is walking advance to first base for the Phillies. And this is Johan Rose's first walk of the game. So come in, okay, so yeah, take the walk though, right? We see strikeout. Coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we got Bryson Stocker next to bat for the Phillies. We got one big bat on first base, one out, top of 6 young. Ethan Roberts got a pitch coming up with you, Roberts and Ray Boone. Ronnie's catch goes to strike on his own one. And Ethan Roberts got another pitch coming up with you, Roberts and Ray Boone. Yeah, running your catch goes as well as 21. And Ethan Roberts got another pitch coming up with you, Roberts and Ray Boone. He's swinging that one. That's a 5 balls and 1 and 2. And Ethan Roberts got another pitch for you, Roberts and Ray Boone. He's swinging that one to 5 balls and 1 and 2. And Ethan Roberts got another pitch coming up for you, Roberts and Ray Boone. And Bryson Stott got hit by a pitch and will advance to first base for the Phillies. And Johan Rose advanced second base. So the Phillies have Bryson Stott on first base and Johan Rose on second base. Oh, right on Stott's foot. Baseball hit him right in the foot. Oh, that's your toe. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we got Trey Turner go next to bat for the Phillies, and we got Philly Bears on first base and second base. One out, top of the 6, here we go. And Ethan Roberts got a pitch coming with Trey Gray Boone. Riding catch to go to strike one zone 1. And Ethan Roberts got another pitch coming with Trey Gray Boone. He swinging that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Trey Turner will advance to first base for the Phillies. And Trey Turner got a hit. He's running the grass. That single. Trey Turner wins first base. And Trey Turner got a hit. He's one before him. And Trey Turner singles on a line drive to center fielder B. Clyde Armstrong. And Bryson Stott advanced second base. So the Phillies had Trey Turner on first base and Bryson Stott on second base. And the Phillies score another run, so score the Phillies at 7 runs, the Cubs at 2 runs, and the Phillies get the 7 runs score, and about the top of the sixth things that you don't have more runs. So coming on next, we have the Phillies. We got 3-time MVP Bryce Harper. The next, we have the Phillies. We got Big Bears on first and second base. We went out top of the sixth inning. Harper Nation. Harper Nation. And Ethan Roberts got a pitch swing rights. Running catch got the balls went out. Ethan Roberts got another pitch swing rights. Was swinging away and strike 1-1. And Ethan Roberts got another pitch swing rights. Great going. And Vassell grounds out to the first baseman, Justin Turner, on the input to the pitcher, Ethan Robinson, stepping the first back in time, and Vassell is out. But Bryson stopped at third base, and Trey Turner ran second base. The base at Trey Turner second base, and Bryson stopped in third base. And Vassell, you 1 for 3. So coming up next, to have the Phillies, we got Kyle Smoker next to have the Phillies. We got Philly Bears on second base and third base. 2 outs, top of the sixth. Here we go. Ethan Roberts got a pitchman that we Kyle Gray for running catch goes strike 1. And Ethan Roberts got another pitchman that we Kyle Gray for. He's swinging that one, bounces on top of the wall. And Trey Turner and Coswell runs around first, stop at second. Coswell, we got a double, y'all. Coswell, we got a double, y'all. And Coswell, we got a hit. Coswell, we got a hit. Coswell is 1 for 3, y'all. This is Coswell's second ground rule double on the 21st season on a long drive to the seventh field. And then the Phillies scored a run, so the score is the Phillies have 9 runs, the Cubs have 2 runs, and the Phillies will get a 2-run score in the top of the sixth. Thanks to Vice starting Trey Turner. Now it's 9-2 Phillies. Take that one, Cubs, in your face, in your house, looking like a bunch of bad behind people. We know how to play some goddamn baseball. We woken up. Yesterday was horrible for us, so now we woke up and now we playing baseball. How you like that? We just gave Jesus 9 runs, y'all. 9 freaking runs. 9 freaking runs. How you like that, y'all? May crack double digits, y'all. So coming up next to bat the Phillies, we got Nick Castellanos. And next to bat the Phillies, we got 1 Philly player in second base. 2 outs, top of the sixth. Here we go. Ethan Roberts got a pitch couldn't have played Castellanos great, but he swinging that one's a foul to this on 1. Ethan Roberts got another pitch couldn't have played Castellanos great, going. Swinging and a miss, no strike 2 zone 2. And Ethan Roberts got another pitch couldn't have Castellanos great, going. And Nick Castellanos flies out to the second baseman Nico Horner. And Nick Castellanos is out. Nick Castellanos, you 2-4. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So it's going the Phillies at 9 runs, the Cubs at 2 runs. And then we go to the bottom of the sixth. And Jimmy, the Cubs turn the bat. Let's see if the Cubs and turn the bat at the bottom of the sixth. And the 3 Cubs players in the bat at the bottom of the sixth be Justin Turner, Dansby Swanson, and Nico Horner. We gave Jesus 9 runs, y'all. 9 runs. This is a good game right now. Well, yesterday we threw it in the trash like we didn't never happen. But today's game is like, better than yesterday. Better than yesterday, that's what I'm saying. Today's game is better than yesterday, so. So, that's just saying something. This game is way better than yesterday, so. I ain't got no complaints. I ain't got nothing wrong to say. There's nothing bad you can say about this game. You can't even say nothing bad about this game at all. Here we go with that, guys. We're back right. So coming at the bat for the Cubs, we had Justin Turner coming bat for the Cubs. No Cubs players on base. 0 outs, 5 and 6. Here we go. Jesus is all got a pitch. Gonna be Justin Gray going. Right now, catch the balls for now. Jesus is all got another pitch. Jesus is all got another pitch. Gonna be Justin Gray going. Right now, catch the ball 2-2 now. We getting Jesus is all his second one. Jesus getting his third win today. He getting there. And Jesus is all got another pitch. Gonna be Justin Gray going. Runner catch goes the ball 2-2 Hayden's on and pitch be Justin Runner catch goes to strike 1 is a 2-1. And Hayden's on got no pitch coming up on you, Justin Rainbow. You swing at that one, that's a 5 balls, a 2-2. And Jesus is all got no pitch coming up with Justin Rainbow. You swing at that one, that's another 5 balls, still 2-2. And Jesus is all got another pitch coming up on you, Justin Rainbow. Runner catch goes the ball 3 is a 3-2, the full count. And Jesus is all got another pitch coming up on you, Justin Rainbow. You swing that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Justin Turner will advance to first base for the Cubs. And Justin Turner singles on a line drive to the right field of Nick Castellanos. So coming up next to bat for the Cubs, we have Danny Swanson going next to bat for the Cubs. We have one Cub player on first base, 0 outs, 5 and 6. Here we go. Jesus is all got a pitch coming up on you. When you dance, we go in for it. Right now, catch the balls new. And Jesus is all got another pitch coming up. We dance, we go in for it. And Daisy Swanson going into a fourth start to third base and out of home to the second base and right starting time. Justin Turner is out of second base, but Daisy Swanson advanced to first base. So coming up next to bat for the Cubs, we have Nico Holden next to bat for the Cubs. We have one Cub player on first base, 1 out, 5 and 6 to him. Jesus is all going to miss between Nico and April. Run that catch goes the balls and run that catch goes the balls on him. And Jesus is all going to miss between Nico and April. And Nico Horner grounded to a double play to the shortstop Trey Turner to the first and second base and Brian Stud to the first base and bats over Dan Sony is out of second base, but Nico Horner missed the first base. They challenged that point. And then the Pittsburgh Nico Horner could go to the room. And they challenged the next play, yo. It does count. And the coach telling Nico Horner grounded to a double play to shortstop Trey Turner second base and ball start to the first base and bats on down. James Jones out of second base, Nico Horner out of the first base. Coming next to bat for the Cubs, we have Pete Carl Armstrong connects to bat for the Cubs, and Cubs plays on base. 2 outs, top of the top, 2 outs, bottom of the sixth, here we go. Jesus Dog got a pitch with Pete Runner, swinging down with the 5 balls on one. Jesus Dog got another pitch with Pete Greenwood. And Runner catches, swinging the miss, and that strike 2 is on 2. Jesus Dog on the pitch with Pete Greenwood, Runner catch goes to balls 1 and 2. Jesus Dog on the pitch with Pete Runner catch goes to ball 2 and 2. Jesus Dog on the pitch with Pete Greenwood. That's not going to ball good. Jesus Dog on the pitch with Pete Greenwood, Runner catch goes to ball 3 to 3 and 2 to full count. Jesus is all on the pitch going to be Pete Greenwood. Runner catch goes, Runner swinging down with the 5 balls of 3 and 2 to full he's swinging down with the 5 balls of 3 and 2. And Jesus is all on the pitch going to be Pete Greenwood, swinging the miss and that's strike 3. And V. Armstrong down. Fish strike out for Jesus. Fish strike out for Jesus is all of the 5Ks. That's 3 outs for the Cubs. So the Phillies have 9 runs. The Cubs have 2 runs. That's in the 6th German. We know the 7 inning win Germany. It's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see the Phillies will turn the bat at the top of the 7. And the 3 Philly players the bat at the top of 7. J.T. Reno, Max Kevin, and Adam. J.T. Reno is 1 for 3 with a strike on the run. Max Kevin is 2 for 3 with an RBI on the run. Adam is 1 for 3 with an RBI on the run. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we got JT Realmuto from the bat for the Phillies. No Philly Bears on base. 0 outs, top of 7. Here we go. And Ethan Roberts got a pitch going to JT running good. Running catch goes strike one. Ethan Roberts going to pitch for JT. Running catch goes one. Ethan Roberts going to pitch for JT. He swing the mids and that strike 2 to 1-2. And Ethan Roberts going to pitch for JT. Great one. Swing the mids and that strike 3. And JT is out. JT you 1 for 4. So coming up next to battle the Phillies, we have Max coming up next to battle the Phillies. Philly Bears on base, 1 out, top of 7. Here we go. Ethan Roberts got a pitch coming for Max. Great one. You swing it down, goes high in the air, go way up there, that ball is going, gone! Solo home run from Max Coming, and the Phillies have extended their lead. So the score is the Phillies have 10 runs, the Cubs have 2 runs, and the Phillies will get their 10 runs score on the top of 7 thanks to Max Cover's solo home run. And Max Cover's 3 before you. This is Max Cover's second home run on a 5-ball to right field. 370 home run balls. Hello. Finally got a home run. Finally got a double digit, y'all. Coming up next to battle the Phillies, we got Alec Bowen next to battle the Phillies. No Philly Bears on base. 1 out, top of the 7. Here we go. Ethan Roberts got a pitch coming with Alec Great for swinging the minute, striking the 1. Ethan Roberts got another pitch with Alec Great for the running catch goes the balls on the 1. Good, hit that home run. We needed that for your bags. The ball still right there. And Ethan Roberts got another pitch coming for you, Alec Great for it. And Adabone grounds out to the shortstop. Danny Swanson to the first base, and Justin Turner. Adabone is out. Adabone, you 1 for 4. That ball's still there. So coming up next to battle the Phillies, we have Johan Robles next to battle the Phillies, and the Philly Bears on base. 2 outs, top of 7. Here we go. Ethan Roberts got a pitch coming away. Rojas, great one. Running catch goes the balls well. Ethan Roberts got another pitch to Rojas, great one. Running catch goes strike 1 to 1. Ethan Roberts got another pitch to Rojas, great one. And Johan Robles has that split time on you. And Johan Robles got in the back box, his one base runs. And Ethan Roberts got another pitch coming away. Rojas, great one. Running catch goes the strike 2 is a 1 and 2. And Ethan Roberts got another pitch coming away. Rojas, great one. And Johan Rojas grinds out to shortstop Danny Swanson to the first baseman Justin Turner. And Johan Rojas down. Johan Rojas, you're over 2. That's 3 outs for the Phillies. So score the Phillies had 10 runs, the Cubs had 2 runs, and runs to bottom 7, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Cubs turn the bat. Let's see the Cubs and New England turn the bat at the bottom 7. And the 3 Cubs players at the bottom 7, Lee McGill, Amaya, John Moody, and Ian Ham. I mean, that was Zach Hammer with that game. He would probably get that baseball because he knows a way to get it. I like this Philly game right here because we got 7 runs, so we got 10 runs, so this game is good right now. It's not even the worst Phillies game ever, so let's go ahead home run. That kind of helped us out. Alright, so come at the bat for the Cubs. We have McGill. Amelia come to bat for the Cubs. No Cubs. Amelia 0 outs, 5 and 7. Here we go. Big change for the Phillies. So Jay Hayes lost on pitching day. Come to pitch for the Phillies. Right strong. So Hayes Jones won 16 pitches, 3 hits, 2 runs, 0 runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, no horn, and 1.73 ERA. The Redstone got a pitch couldn't William again. Ronnie Cuss goes balls now. The Redstone got a pitch for him again. Swinging at 5 was 1 and 1. And the next one, the pitch Miguel, swinging at one. The 5 was 1 and 2. Redstone got a pitch for him Miguel. Great one. Miguel may ask for time. Miguel may get 11 to back. That's my base one. And Redstone got another pitch couldn't William Miguel. Great one. Ronnie Cuss goes ball 2 to 2 and 2. And Redstone got another pitch for him Miguel. Great one. Ronnie Cuss goes ball 3 is a 3 and 2 to count. This is the time when you let the bullpen come in because we say we got what I go without bullpen, but now with the lead being 10-2, and the Phillies are doing hitting, they got 10 runs here. It's the right time to use our bullpen for some reason because And Matt Stone got another pitch coming for you, Miguel. Get ready for one, and that is ball 4. And Miguel Mayer is walked and advanced to first base for the Cubs. Way to go, Matt Stone. You work your first bat of the game. It had to be good, Miguel Mayer. So coming up next to bat for the Cubs, we have John Vernie. Vernie come next to bat for the Cubs. We got one Cub playing on first base, 0 outs. Bottom of the 7, here we go. Matt Stone with a pitch and Winnie Jones away for swinging that one, running grass, and that's a single. And John Mooney advanced to first base for the Cubs. And John Mooney singles on line drive to left field, Matt Kevin, and Miguel May advanced second base. So the Cubs have John Mooney on first base, and Miguel May on Amalia on second base. So coming up next to bat for the Cubs, we have Ian Happ. Next to bat for the Cubs, we have Cubs on first base, second base, 0 outs, 5 and 7. Here we go. Matt Stone got a pitch connect with Ian, go away for one. Runner catch goes the balls on the run. And Matt Stone got a pitch for Ian, go away for runner catch goes the balls on the And Matt Stone got another pitch connect with Ian, go away for one. Runner catch goes to roll 2 to 2-0. The man strong got another pitch coming up for you. Ian Gray bowling. Runner catch goes to strike 1 to 2-1. The man strong got another pitch coming up for you. Ian Gray bowling. You swing at that one. That's a foul ball to 2-2. The man strong got another pitch coming up for you. Ian Gray bowling. The Ian ahead is grounded to a full start to the second base and right start to the shortstop Trey Turner. Miguel Million advanced to third base. John Williams out of second base, but Ian Haps on first base. So the Cubs have Ian Haps on first base and Miguel Million on third base. Plays the corner down. So coming next to bat for the Cubs, we have Sayaya Suzuki coming next to bat for the Cubs. We have Cubs players on first base and third base. 1 out, 5 in the 7. Here we go. Matt Strong got a pitch. Matt Strong got a pitch coming with Suzuki great ball. The running catch goes strike 1 on 1. And Matt Strong that pitch with Suzuki running catch goes strike 2 on 2. Matt Strong on the pitch with Suzuki great ball. Running catch goes balls 1 and 2. And Matt Strong got another pitch coming with Suzuki great ball. Running catch goes ball 2 to 2 and 2. And Matt Strong got another pitch coming with Matt Strong another pitch coming with Suzuki great ball. Running catch, when you swing at that one, that's a 5 ball to 2 and 2. And Matt Strong on the pitch coming up on you, Suzuki right rolling. Running catch goes to ball 3 is a 3 and 2 is a full count. And Matt Strong on the pitch coming up on you, Suzuki right rolling. The swing of that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And today Suzuki will advance to first base for the Cubs. And today Suzuki singles on the ground ball to the center fielder, Johan Rojas. And he had been second base, so the Cubs had Suzuki on second on first base. And he had on second base. The Cubs scored another run. The score, the Phillies had 10 runs, the Cubs had 3 runs. The Cubs got the third run score, and the 5 and the 7, thanks to Miguel Million. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we got Kyle Tucker coming next, the bat for the Cubs, we got Cole Bears on first base, second base, 1-0, bottom of the 7, here we go. Matt Strong of the Pittsburgh, Tucker great for a swing and a man, strike 1-1, and Matt Strong on that Pittsburgh, Tucker great for it. Ronald Custer goes to balls 1-1. And Matt Strong on another pitch coming up for you, Tucker great for it. Ronald Custer goes to ball 2-1. And Matt Strong on another pitch coming up for you, Tucker great for it. You swing it out when it's a foul ball to 2-2. And Matt Strong on another pitch coming up for you, Tucker great for it. Runner catches goes to all threes, a 3-2 to full count. And Matt Strong on that pitch coming for you, Tucker great for it. And Kyle Tucker asked for time on your own. Kyle Tucker rapping the fast about 6 base run. Matt Strong on another pitch coming for you, Tucker great for it. He's swinging that one, that's a 5 balls, a 3-2. And Matt Strong on another pitch coming for you, Tucker great for it. He's swinging that one, that's another 5 balls, still 3-2. And Matt Strong on another pitch coming for you, Tucker great for it. You swing that one, that's another 5 balls, still 3-2. And Matt Strong with another pitch coming away, Tucker great for it. He's swinging that one, that's another 5 balls, still 3-2. Oh, is that? Oh, that's Joe Ross. Joe Ross won the bullpen for the Phillies. And Matt Strong with another pitch coming for you, Tucker great for it. And that is ball for him. And Kyle Tucker is walked and will advance to first base for the Phillies. I mean, for the first, Tucker is walked and advance to first base for the Cubs. So the Cubs had and he had went to third base and so he went to second base. So the Cubs had Kyle Tucker on first base. So Suzuki on second base, Ian had on third base, basically for the Cubs. So we got the mound visitors. So we got Rod Thompson coming into the mound to talk to Matt Strong. That ain't good. He's taking him out the game. Pitching change for the Phillies. Joe Ross to get us 2 more strikeouts, and then that's inning will be over. We got 8 innings remaining. We got 2 more innings left, and then the Phillies might win the game. We get back in the win column for once. We just now hot dog too. So pitching change for the Phillies. So Matt Strom done pitching for the day. Going to pitch for the Phillies will be Joe Balls. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Justin Turner going next to bat for the Cubs, bases loaded for the Cubs. 1 out, top 5 and 7. Here we go. Joe Balls got a pitch getting away. Justin ready for running catch goes. Strike 1 on 1. And Joe Balls got another pitch getting away. Justin ready for 1. He's swinging that one. That's a 5-ball zone 2. And Joe Balls got another pitch coming for you, Justin ready for 1. Well, you wonder what you had when it's name. Yeah, the Phillies got 10 runs because we got 9 of them, and then all of a sudden we got 9 of them, and then Max Cover hit a home run against our 10 runs. And Justin Turner's out on the sacrifice fly to the right fielder, Nick Castellanos, but Suzuki advanced to third base. So Kyle Tucker's on first base, and Suzuki's on third base. Players are going down. But the Cubs score another run. So the Phillies have 10 runs. The Cubs have 4 runs. The Cubs get the 4th run score in the bottom of the 7th, thanks to Ian Hamm. Yeah, 'cause we wonder where you at, and you miss it. Yeah, so we wonder where you at, 'cause Oh, okay. Wait, don't you hate when family does that? They could let you know ahead of time, like, hey, I'm coming over, and like give you a head time. Like they should call first and say, oh, we coming over at so time. That would be nice to know. So coming up next to bat for the Cubs, we have Danny Swansea come next to bat for the Cubs. We got Cubs players on first base and third base. 2 outs, 5 and 7. Here we go. Joe Hall's got a pitch for you names. We run the Cubs go. He's swinging down with fouls on 1. And Joe Hall's got another pitch for you names. We run the Cubs goes. The ball's 1-1. And Joe Hall's got another pitch for you names. We run the Cubs goes. The ball 2-1. Yeah, I watched the rest of the draft. I didn't watch like the rest of the draft. I saw the picks that the Eagles got, and I was like, okay, no, we good. We got all our picks, so I don't need to watch anyone. And Joe Wall's got another pitch coming up for you, Dan. So you ready for it? You swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 with a 2-2. I know. I saw that Sean Sanders got drafted to the Cleveland Browns. I was like, he finally got drafted. I was like, finally. And Joe Wall's got another pitch coming up for you. Dan, so you get ready for him. I mean, he had to fall that far, just a 5th round, just to get drafted. He's swinging that one as a 5-0 to 2-2. Good thing the Cleveland Browns got him. The Cleveland Browns already got quarterbacks anyway. But it's funny how the Eagles drafted another quarterback, which I didn't expect that we were going to do that. And Joe Hall's got another pitch coming up for Danny Gray for a swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Danny Swanson's out. First strikeout for Joe Hall's 1K. And that's 3 outs for the Cubs. So the score is the Phillies have 10 runs, the Cubs have 4 runs, and that's the end of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the 8th inning, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see the facing unit turn the bat at the top of the 8th. And the 3 Philly players to bat top of the 8th will be Bryson Stott, Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Bryson Stott is 2 for 3 with a hit by pitch, a strikeout, and an RBI. Trey Turner is 1 for 4 with a strikeout, an RBI, and a run. And Bryce Harper is 1 for 3 with a double, a walk, and a strikeout. Yeah, and then guess what? Wednesday, I finally got to do the video call my girlfriend. It just took a little bit. My girlfriend Naomi told me like, oh, so we can't do the video call today because her friend Mike was coming over to put her air conditioner up, and she didn't even know he was gonna come over. He just told her like, right in the morning, just told her, and she was like, right, but we were watching Doctor Who together, and then different places. But then all of a sudden he told her that he's coming around 12 to put her air conditioner in and stuff like that. So she was not expecting that on that. So then she had to switch to. She wanted to postpone the vehicle for today, and I was like mad about it, and I was coming at her neck, and I was like, we planned for this. So I watched the rest of that. I do episode 3, the well, and it was a good episode. And then she finally said, you know what, since he gone, we could do the vehicle because she wanted to be having a problem with me. So, and finally we got to do the vehicle anyway. It was good though. I kept staring at one that red tank top though. Because her wearing that red tank top got me all excited because, seeing her wearing that red tank top got me all, like, excited and stuff. And, because, it was, like, kept staring at her, smiling at her, and I just couldn't, take my eyes off of her. So, that's the whole thing. And then on top of that, when she bent over, when she's looking for something, she look at her freaking chest and shit, which is like, hey, right over there got a nice, lady chest. Say, I can't, I have to look, and you can't stop looking at it. But yes, but it's a thing I had for that, It seemed like that our friend Wayne did it though. He was looking at it when he was sitting in the chair. It's like, he can't be doing that because that's Miley. He can't look at her chest like that. Especially when she like that. I don't like that because then it's like, it's telling me like you're just being gross when you do that. That's what I do. It's fine because it says okay if you do it. If you look at my test like that, because you're not a girlfriend, so I'm allowed to do that. So I get permission to do something that nobody else gets to do. So coming at the bat for the Phillies, we have Bryson Stott in the bat for the Phillies. No Philly person raised 0 outs, top 8. Here we go. Big change for the Cubs. So Ethan Roberts is done pitching today. Come to pitch for the Cubs to be Daniel Betances. So then you got a pitch going to be Robinson, right because goes balls went out, but and then you're gonna eventually Robinson, right because goes strike on the 1-1. And then you're gonna eventually Robinson away by Bryson Stott grounds out to the first baseman Justin Turner, and Bryson Stott's Bryson Stott you 2 for 4. Coming up next, the bat of the Phillies, we got Trey Turner next to bat of the Phillies, no Philly bears on base, 1 out, top 8, here we go. Then you got a pitch for Detroit, ready for a running catch goes, the ball's 1-0. And then you got another pitch for Detroit, ready for win. Running catch goes, the ball 2-0. And then you got another pitch coming up for Detroit, ready for win. Running catch goes, the ball 3-0. And then you got another pitch coming up for Detroit, ready for win. Running catch goes, the strike 1 is a 3-1. And then you got another pitch coming up for Detroit, ready for win. And Trey Turner flies out to the right field and Cal Tucker. And Trey Turner's out. Trey Turner, you 1 for 5. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we got 3-time MVP White Sox against the bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 2 outs, top of the 8. Here we go. Forever Nation. Forever Nation. And then you got a pitch connect by Bryce. Get ready for win. Right, swing it out with the 5-0-1. And then you got another pitch for Bryce. Get ready for win. Right in catch goes the balls 1-1. And then you got another pitch connect by Bryce. Get ready for win. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Is 1-2. And then you got another pitch connect by Bryce. Get ready for win. Riding catch goes to all 2. The 2-2. And then you got another pitch connect for you Bryce. Get ready for win. Riding catch goes to all 3. The 3-2 to put count. And then you got another pitch connect. Then you got another pitch connect by Bryce. Get ready for win. And that is ball 4. And Bryce off his ball and will raise the first base for the Phillies. And this is Bryce Harper's first walk of the game. And this is Bryce Harper's second walk of the game. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we had Kyle Schwarber against the bat for the Phillies. And you got 1 Philly player on first base, 2 outs, top of the 8. Here we go. Then you got a pitch connect for you, Kyle. Go ahead, Bruin. Swing and a miss, and that strike 1 is on 1. And then you got another pitch connect for you, Kyle. Go ahead, Bruin. Running catch goes to balls 1-1. And then you got another pitch connect for you, Kyle. Go ahead, Bruin. Running catch goes to ball 2-1. And then you got another pitch connect for you, Kyle. Go ahead, Bruin. You swing it that one. It's a 5 ball to 2-2. And then you got another pitch connect for you, Kyle. Go ahead, Bruin. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Castle is out. Castle, you 1 for 4. And that's 3 outs for the Cubs, 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score is the Phillies have 10 runs, the Cubs have 4 runs. Moving on to the bottom of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Cubs turn the bat. Let's see the Cubs and they turn the bat at the bottom of the 8th. And the 3 Cubs players at the bottom of the 8th be Nico Horner, Pete Kyle, Armstrong, and Miguel Amaya. You got ultimately man, you got evaluated, you got scarlet, and you got someone which I do. And that guys, bad. So coming up the bat for the Cubs, we have Nico Hornick in the bat for the Cubs. No Cubs players on base. 0 outs, bottom of the 8th. Here we go. Joe Ross still pitching. So Joe Ross got a pitch, getting away. Nico get ready for him. He's swinging the miss. That strike was on one, and Joe Ross and that pitch be Nico away for Nico Hornick. That's for time on Yo. Nico Hornick driving the road since we raised one. And Joe Ross got another pitch for Nico get ready for it. Right now, catching Cubs balls 1-1. And Joe Ross got another pitch, getting away. Nico get ready for him. And Nico Horner flies out to the center field of Johan Woods, and Nico Horner's out. So coming up next to bat for the Cubs, we have Pete Armstrong the next to bat for the Cubs, and the Cubs plays on base. 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Here we go. Joe Walsh got a pitch, gonna make Pete go 8-1. Ronald catches the Cubs, strike one's on one. And Joe Walsh got another pitch, gonna make Pete go 8-1. Swing and a miss, and that strike two is on two. I gotta say, we just getting right, yeah. And Joe Walsh got another pitch, gonna make Pete go 8-1. First strikeout for Joe Washington Kane. And Pete Carter Armstrong grounds out to the second baseman, Bryson Stott, due to the first baseman, right over in time. And Pete Carter Armstrong is out. So coming up next to bat for the Cubs, we have Miguel Amaya come next to bat for the Cubs. No Cubs players on base. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Here we go. Joe Walsh got a pitch coming to Miguel. Get ready for it. Right now, catch the Cubs. The ball's 1-0. And Joe Walsh got another pitch coming to Miguel. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike one is 1-1. And Joe Ross got another pitch coming up for you, Miguel Grayborn. And Miguel May asked for Tommy O. And Miguel May got up in the back about 6-1 base runs. And Joe Ross got another pitch coming up for you, Miguel Grayborn. Ronda catches goes ball 2 to 2-1. And Joe Ross got another pitch for you, Miguel Grayborn. He swings that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Miguel Mayer will advance to first base for the Cubs. And Miguel Mayer singles on the ground ball to the center field of Johan Rojas. At least Philly fans can feel good about today's game because at least it's way better than yesterday. So coming up next to bat for the Cubs, we have John Murray. Next to bat for the Cubs, we have one Cub playing on first base, 2 outs behind the 8 him down. and Joe Ball's got a pitch coming up on you, John. Get ready for him. Run that catch goes strike one's on one. And Joe Ball's got another pitch for you, John. Get ready for him. That's the diving. What's this time? Swing that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And John Bunny advanced to first base for the Cubs, and John Bunny singles on the ground ball to the right fielder, Nick Castellanos, deflected by the second baseman, Roddenstein. And Miguel May advanced to third base. The Cubs had John Bunny on first base, and Miguel May on third base, plays the corner down. So coming up next to bat for the Cubs, we have Ian Hack. The next to bat for the Cubs, we have Cubs players on first base and third base. 2 outs, 5-8, here we go. And Joe Ross got a pitch connect for Ian, great one. Around that catch goes rolling down. And Joe Ross got another pitch connect for Ian, great one. Around that catch goes roll to 2-0. And Joe Ross got another pitch connect for Ian, great one. Around that catch goes roll 3-0. And Joe Ross got another pitch connect for Ian, great one. Around that catch goes, the strike one is a 3-1. And Joe Ross got another pitch connect for Ian, great one. You swing that one, that's a 5-ball, it's a 3-2 to full count. And there you go, Star Wars. I wonder where you at. Yeah, you missed Will Stacy was in here just a minute ago. And Joe Ross gonna have his coming for you in grade one. You swing at that one, that's another 5-ball, still 3-2. And Joe Ross got another pitch coming for you in grade one. Swinging the miss, and that's strike 3, and he didn't have his second strikeout for Joe Ross, 2 Ks. And that's 3 outs for the Cubs. So the score is the Phillies have 10 runs, the Cubs have 4 runs. That's the end of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to ninth, the final inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do the turn of the bat at the top of the ninth. And the 3 Philly players to bat at the top of the ninth be Nick Castellanos, JT Mullen, and Matt Skevlin. Nick Castellanos 2 for 4 with a run. JT Mullen is 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts and a run. And Matt Skevlin is 3 for 4 with a home run, 12 yards, and 2 runs. Yeah, we're ready to go, guys. And then, we're ready to go. So this is gonna go good. Alright, so coming with the bat for the Phillies, we have Nick Castellanos going to bat the Phillies. No Philly bats away. 0 outs, top of the ninth. Here we go. The pin change for the Cubs. So Daniel Quinn so down pitching. They come to pitch for the Cubs to be back. Tell him to the regular pitch. Going to win. Nick Castellanos go for Nick Castellanos flies out to the center fielder. Beat Kyle Armstrong. Nick Castellanos is down. Nick Castellanos, you 2-5. So coming up next, about the Phillies, we have JT Music next about the Phillies. No Philly bats, no Rays. 1 out, top of the ninth. Here we go. Rag got a pitch coming for you, JT. Running catch goes strike with the one. Rag another pitch for you, JT. Ready for running catch goes balls on the one. And Rag another pitch coming for you, JT. Ready for you. Swinging that one. The 5 balls are 2, 1 and 2. And Rag another pitch for you, JT. Ready for and JT Minutes for Tommy on. JT Minutes right back in the rest of the base one. And Rag another pitch for you, JT. Ready for him. And JT Minutes strikes out swinging. JT Minutes 1 for 5. And coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Max Kepler next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly bats and Rays. 2 outs, top of the ninth. Here we go. And Brad got a pitch where you kept looking running catch goes strike one. And Brad got another pitch where you kept looking right one. And Max Kepler has put time on you and Max Kepler right around the Max West to the zone. And Brad got another pitch coming up for you. Kept looking right one. Swing and a miss and a strike 2 is 0-2. And Brad got another pitch for you, Max Kepler right one. Swing and a miss and a strike 3. Max Kepler's out. And Max Kepler, you 3-5. That's 3 outs to the Phillies. So the score is the Phillies at 10 runs, the Cubs at 4 runs. And that's 3. And the three Cubs is at the bottom of the league. So the score is the Phillies at 10 runs, the Cubs at 4 runs, wins at 5 and 9, with Jim as the Cubs to the bottom, the City Cubs news to the 5 and 9. The 3 Cubs at the 5 and 9 lead. Sarah Suzuki, Kyle Tucker, and Justin Turner. And when anything covers in the innings in there. That's going to be a good thing. Cubs and Indians. A pinch change for the Phillies. So Joe Austin pitching, they come to pitch for face Cubs and Indians. So event substitution. So Nicky Lopez will pinch in for Suzuki. So coming to bat for the Cubs, we have Nicky Lopez going to bat for the Cubs. And the Cubs plays on base. 0 outs, about 9 here. Cubs and Indians got pitch for Nicky Rayburn. Monica goes strike 1-1. And Cubs and Indians got pitch going to bring Nicky Rayburn. And Cubs and Indians got another pitch going to bring Nicky Rayburn. And Cubs and Indians got another pitch going to bring Nicky Rayburn. Running catch goes to ball 1-1. And Cubs and Indians got another pitch for Nicky Rayburn. He's swinging out on the 5 balls 1-2. And Carlos Hernandez got another pitch going to be Nicky Rayburn. Running catch goes to ball 2 to 2-2. And Carlos Hernandez got another pitch going to be Nicky Rayburn. Swing it out when that's a 5 ball to 2-2. And Carlos Hernandez got another pitch going to be Nicky Rayburn. And then running catch goes to ball 3 to 3-2 for Kim. Carlos Hernandez got another pitch going to be Nicky Rayburn. And Carlos Hernandez got another pitch going to be Nicky Rayburn. And Nicky Lopez flies out to the right fielder, Nick Castellanos, and Nicky Lopez down. 2 more outs to be that ball game. 2 more outs to be that ball game. Event substitution. Valder, Brujon with pinching for Kyle Tuckham. Coming next to bat for the Cubs, we have Valder and Brujon coming next to bat for the Cubs, and the Cubs plays a base 1-0. Bottom 9, here we go. Cubs and Indians got a pitch coming for you, Valder. Runner catch goes to balls 1-0. And Cubs and Indians got another pitch for you, Valder. The Rayburn. Runner catch goes to ball 2 to 2-0. And Cubs and Indians got another pitch coming for you, Valder. The Rayburn. The runner catch goes to strike 1 to 2-1. And Cubs and Indians got another pitch coming for you, Valder. The Rayburn. The runner catch goes to strike 2 to 2-2. And Cubs and Indians got another pitch coming for you, Valder. The Rayburn. And swing on the run the grass, not a single. And Valder Boonjan will advance to first base for the Cubs. And Van Boonjan singles on the ground ball to shortstop Trey Turner. And coming up next to bat for the Cubs, we have Justin Turner next to bat for the Cubs. We have one Cub playing first base, 1 out, bottom 9, here we go. Cubs and Indians got a pitch going to be Justin Gray, but runner catch go to balls 1-0. And Cubs and Indians got a pitch going to be Justin Gray, runner catch goes strike 1 is 1-1. And Cubs and Indians got a pitch going to be Justin Gray, He swinging that one, that's a 5 balls 1-2. Because it with 18. And Carlos Hernandez got another pitch coming to play Justin Rayburn. Runner catch goes the ball 2-2. And Carlos Hernandez got another pitch coming to play Justin Rayburn. Runner catch goes the ball 2-2. And Carlos Hernandez got another pitch coming to play Justin Rayburn. And swinging and missing that strike three, and Justin turns out. First strikeout for Carlos Hernandez one game. One more out, and we got ball game. So coming up next to bat for the Cubs, we got Dansby Swansea coming next to bat for the Cubs. We got one Cub playing first base, 2 outs, top of the ninth. Bottom of the ninth, here we go. Carlos Hernandez got a pitch for you, Dansby. Get ready for it. That ball's in the dirt. The ball's went home. And one Carlos Hernandez get this last out. And Carlos Hernandez got another pitch coming up for you, Dansby. Get ready for it. And Dansby Swanson flies out to the right field of Nick Castellanos. And Dansby Swanson's out. And that's the ball game. Final score is 10-4. Phillies win. And the Phillies will advance on the 14-13 on the season. The Cubs will advance to 17-11 on the season. The Phillies will get their 14 win. The Cubs will get their 11 loss. And finally, the Phillies are back in the win column. Finally, we got a dub. Finally. And the Phillies would take game number 2 from the Cubs at home. And that is series top 1-1. The Cubs won yesterday. The Phillies won today. So and then the game tomorrow will decide who owns the series. Like I said, we own them. And go ring that bell. And I'm gonna sing this song that comes in. There's a lot to be learned, so look around. Get your head in the clouds and your head off the ground, so look around. And he's got high hopes. He's got high hopes. He has high above high in the sky. So when you start the video, instead of letting go, let's remember that it. Woo! What's there goes another word. What's there goes another word. What's there goes another word. When let's go home. The hunt for Red October. Yeah. Just say that and I just say that one time. Oh, and by the way, Jesus Zario got and now Jesus Zario is winning pitcher of today's game is Jesus Zario. Now Jesus Zario moves to 3-0 on the season. Jesus Zario got the best record than any of the other Philly pitchers staff on the rotation with a 3-0 start to the season. And now Jesus Zario's ERA moves up to 1.73. And Jesus Zario is better than anybody else in the rotation. Because you know that, let me just say it like that, and we're going to call it what it is, call it what you may, and just say, hey, call it what it is because you know what I'm saying. Right, guys, shout out to Stuff Not Coming to Street, shout out to James, shout out to Stuff Not Coming to Street, shout out to What's Not Coming to Street, and everyone in. Guys, I will be streaming the Phillies at the Chicago Cubs for game number 3 of the 3-game series at 7:10 p.m. tomorrow night on my YouTube channel, guys. Another game on ESP, another game on national television, guys. So this game tomorrow is gonna be on ESPN, so you know how that goes. So you know how that goes and stuff like that. And guess who's pitching in tomorrow's game, y'all? Aaron Nola, the guy who's 0-5. Mm. So so we got Aaron Nola going up against so it's gonna be Aaron Nola versus Aaron Nola versus Jameson Tillman. So you know how that goes. So Aaron Nola is 0-5 on the season with 31 strikeouts and a 6.43 ERA. And Jameson Tipton is 1-1 this season with 24 strikeouts and a 4.73 ERA. So can the Phillies help Aaron Nola get his first win of the season? Will Aaron Nola get home runs knocked to him tomorrow? Will Aaron Nola get his 6 balls? Or will he finally get a win on the stat line? We'll find out tomorrow because I don't trust Aaron Nola one bit. And I don't because the dude can't, yeah, I don't trust him. So, I don't trust that one bit. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday night. And I will see you guys tomorrow night for my next Phillies regular season my favorite. Let's go Phillies, yeah. Let's win the game tomorrow and take 2 out of 3 from the Cubs, man. And do that. And take 2 out of 3. Let's take the last game from the Cubs, and and bring up our hearts back home, and then come back home to Philadelphia to take on the Nationals for round 2. So let's try to do that.